Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the commodities update video. And today we'll be looking at natural gas, UNG, oil, silver, as well as gold and the US dollar. So we'll be looking at their support and resistance levels, as well as the most likely scenario price will be heading into later this week. And if you guys are looking for the stock market update video, I'll be doing QQQ, S&P 500, Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta right after this video. So make sure to check that out as well. And if you guys learn anything, feel free to share, like, and subscribe, as well as support the channel. The Patreon link is below. And let's get started. Oh yeah, you can also feel free to join the Discord channel. It's all free. The Discord link is in my YouTube bio. And yeah, feel free to come chat about stocks, talk about anything you guys want, hang out. All right, so looking at UNG. So UNG looks like it broke my widening channel. So this was our support, and this was our resistance. And it looks like we broken through that last week, Friday. And let's take a zoom in a little bit to see what happened there. So we broke through it, and now we back tested it on Friday, where we bounced, and then today rejected from it again. That is a sign that bears want to see, because you guys know where I talk about a break below, back test, prior support, now acting as a resistance, and then you reject from that, versus something like bulls where you break above, and then the resistance, and you back test it as now it's acting as support. And when you bounce over that, that's a good sign that it will continue that direction. Now it looks like bears are definitely in full control. We pretty much hit this 2.86 level of support, which coincides with this level of support. So if we do break that, we're probably looking down at 2.8. And let's take a look here if there's anything else. So I do see another channel of support right here. You can see this channel was prior support, prior support, prior support, prior support. Sorry, prior resistance, 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 resistance. Now acting as support, 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 support. So when we do come down to this area, if we do break 2.8, obviously, first, then this area will act as support as well. And it's so far looking like it's 2.73, which is coinciding with this last level of support before that bear flag on the monthly starts to form. We definitely don't want to break this low. That's the 52-week low here. So let's put a line there. 52-week low, which does, if we come down here, 1, 2, 3 days, and you can see pretty much coinciding with each other. So that level will probably be the level where I would cover my shorts if you're still holding, but this is already a big enough move where, yeah, 20% I would have probably taken profit a long time ago. But this was another area where if bulls are able to hold 2.86 and then magically bounce back above this downtrending resistance, then that would be a bear break lacking follow through. But so far we did back tested it and reject from it today. Doesn't mean game over, but let's see if we can hold 2.86 for the bulls and potentially come back to this big channel or not. Or bear is going to break that 2.86 and we're definitely coming back down to 2.8. So we'll see who wins tomorrow. But as of now, I always talk about the hourly trend. So hourly trend will always be our guide in the short term. So hourly now is still in a downtrend. So as long as bears keep the hourly downtrend, there we can keep full control. So a trend is a higher low, meaning this low is higher than the prior low, and then a lower low, meaning the next move down is lower than the first low. So that's a trend. So it keeps going. See, bounce. This low is higher, lower than this low. Now this low is lower than the prior low. So an uptrend means this low is going to be higher than this low. So it's a higher low. And then the next high is going to be higher high. So meaning this high is going to be higher than this high. So it's an uptrend. Now we're in an hourly downtrend. So as long as that stays intact, bulls aren't going anywhere. So we want to see an hourly uptrend confirm from the bulls. The big enough bounce and then form that higher low and then higher high for that uptrend to confirm. See if they can do that. Ideally, we just bounce through back above that downtrending resistance from this maroon looking line, and then back test it for the higher low, and then head to a higher high for the hourly uptrend. ideal scenario for bulls, but currently no signs of that yet. So we'll see. We do have a little bit of a tiny hourly uptrend here, and then just give it all back because the move was just too small. I wouldn't consider this significant at all. So yeah, bulls need a lot of work. All right, let's take a look at UNG. So UNG is just the tradable ticker for net gas, and it follows natural gas pretty similar. So although it's still trading in its falling wedge, support. Wait, it's already out of it. Yep, it's pretty much at the second one. So this one is the one we drew together on natural gas, which is this one we just drew together right here. And we're pretty much testing that right now. See, we have bounce over there, support, 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 support. This is less significant for me because if natural gas just has another leg down here, then this support would just mean nothing. We'll just probably come down to test this 52-week low back here. We'll see if natural gas ends up holding, so UNG can hold as well. Otherwise, we'll probably come down to this 52-week low at the same time. So let's see here. On hourly, same thing. Hourly is even weaker than net gas. You can see we don't even have it. We're pretty much just trending down on the 12 EMA. So it's this teal looking line. It's the exponential moving average 12. You have rejected here once, rejected here again, and rejected here again. As long as it's doing that in the short term, you can use this as the guide. It doesn't always act as a support resistance, but if it does in the near trend, you can see it's 4 times here as well, then we will use it as a very, very clear guide. So currently, as long as UNG does not get over a 12 EMA, it's not going anywhere for the bulls, and bears are in absolute full control. So we can just another leg down and then bounce and hit that 12 EMA again and then keep going. It's a very easy guide for scalp trading or swing trading. You don't even have to look at the chart. You just sit here and then, hours goes by, we have a big drop and then you hit the 12 EMA. You're like, okay, I don't need to get out yet. Hold my short, bounce again, reject from it, continue to hold my short, same thing until it goes over. Usually what I would do. There's a clear guy like that. All right, let's take a look at oil. Oil here, got a big bounce today. Let's see what happened. Very choppy. Okay, so we have let's see here, any trend changes. So we have a daily downtrend here, continuing. Big enough bounce, but has not bounced back above the pivot yet. So still in a daily downtrend, even though this is a big enough bounce. It's big enough bounce where they may potentially ship up the trend change now because they have room if it pulls back. So no signs of that yet. And as long as it is still in a daily downtrend, it's probably going to continue. But let's take a look at the bounce. So bounce hasn't even changed the hourly trend yet. So let's see. Yeah, just a straight move, straight hourly move. Now we have the hourly consolidation on the way. So this candle right here, meaning this candle finally broke below the prior candle. So let's see if the bulls can confirm hourly uptrend. Break above the new high. They break above this pivot. It's back to a daily neutral trend. And we may potentially get more bounce going. Yeah, if we break that, we are slightly below the 12 EMA, which is right on it. You can see we have rejected from here again. Rejected from this 10 times over here. Got above it, but we closed right on it because of that last red candle there. So we have a red day tomorrow. That's a rejection for me again for the 12 EMA on the daily time frame. When we come down, probably fill the gap. That happens. If we do close back above it today, tomorrow, then we may probably get the hourly uptrend and get continuation of the bounce. If we close above 12 EMA tomorrow. And the gold. Gold just looks just tightening up. After a big move up, big move down, but is it within the prior move? Big move up, still within the prior move. Now it's just starting to come down a little bit. So essentially just a tiny range, very clear. call that an equilibrium, and you can just pretty much draw that. Very clear tiny range, and we'll know once it breaks out of this tiny range. If it breaks bull, we want to see bull volume come in while we break bull, and if it breaks bear, we want to see bear volume come in. Follow through. So it'll probably take us into closer to the end of the week or early next week. A short trading week this week, so Thanksgiving, but so probably a little bit less volume as well. Can come down all the way here. Bounces, you can see, still within the prior move. Every move is usually within the prior move, and you'll break out of it either way soon. Yep, very clear. We'll see which way it breaks soon. All right, let's take a look at the dollar. So we had the bond auction today at 1 p.m. EST, and essentially it went well. So, which means TLT, the bond went up and the dollar went down. So, doesn't feel how we got this red candle today with more follow through. Let's take a look, see where our stronger support is. So we pretty much broke through this 103.57 support and come back down to this range. And the next level I would say it's a stronger level support would be around here, 103. So yeah, so we'll see if bulls show up or not, because on the hourly trend, zero signs of bounce yet. So as long as hourly downtrend is intact, bears are absolute full control. And we have the Fed minutes tomorrow. So depending on what the minutes say, sometimes they'll have rates that may surprise market participants that may be higher for longer or whatever. If it's higher for longer, dollar is going to shoot up. But if it's the opposite of that, dollar is going to go down as well. So we'll see what happens when we get the Fed minutes tomorrow. I think it's around 11 p.m. or something. But yeah, make sure to look out for that if you are a dollar trader. And as well as if you're commodities traders, make sure to look at the dollar, because US dollar and the commodities are usually inversely correlated. You want the dollar to go lower and metals go higher. So very clear picture. Silver, we've been looking at this big triangle and wherever. So support down here, resistance up there. Looks like we rejected again from there 4th time. Rejection, 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 rejection. So no surprises here. And yeah, I can see 2 upper wicks right there. Try to get over it and didn't close it here, down there. Try to get over it the next day, close it within it again. And then we'll just kind of give up. And we had a red day today. So no surprises there, 4 rejections. And we, as long as it does that, we know where silver's going to be trading, within here and within here. Hourly trend. Looks like it had a hourly downtrend confirmed here. So got a little bit of follow through, and it's still continuing. So as long as hourly downtrend is intact, then we zoom out to the 4-hour, and we'll see if bears also confirm the 4-hour. Yep, there's a 4-hour downtrend as well. So we zoom out to the daily. So now we have a big enough drop on the daily. Let's see if bears can confirm daily downtrends. As of now, it's still in a daily uptrend. I take that back. It's in a daily neutral trend, because there was a daily downtrend here, big enough bounce, broke above the pivot. So it's a daily neutral trend. Bulls need to hold this level, break above this high for a daily uptrend. Bears need a big enough drop for the next pivot. They come from a daily downtrend. So we'll see who wins. That's all you guys for commodities, and I will go to the stock market video now, and I gotta record that, so maybe about like 30 minutes or longer, and upload stuff like that. And I'll see you guys over there if you guys are looking at the market. Have a great rest of you guys' day.